hormones. Okay, functions of thyroid hormones. The main functions of thyroid hormones can be divided into three major groups. Okay, they are effect on growth and development, effect on metabolism, effect on individual systems. Okay, now let us discuss about effect on growth and development. Okay, growth in human beings, which is intimately intermingled with the development, can be classified as physical, sexual, and mental. In physical, skeletal, muscular, and visceral. Okay. Thyroid hormones affect all the above parameters. Yeah, these thyroid hormones affect all the parameters. Okay. Thyroid hormones accelerate body growth, particularly the growth of nervous tissue. These thyroid hormones accelerates the body growth. Okay, particularly it shows on nervous tissue, growth of nervous tissue. Deficiency of thyroid hormones during fetal development and childhood results. Poor skeletal growth, sexual growth doesn't occur, mentally very retarded. Okay. Mm, Mostly it occurs in pregnancy women's after the labor. Okay, this thyroid. Okay, and this thyroid hormone affects all the growth hormones. Okay, growth. Okay, like physical, sexual, mental, and in physical, fine, skeletal, muscular, and visceral. Okay, thyroid hormones accelerate body growth, particularly the growth of nervous tissue. Okay, the deficiency of thyroid hormones during fetal development, mostly seen during fetal development and childhood results. This finally results in poor skeletal growth. Sexual growth does not occur. Mentally very retarded. Okay. And next, coming to the point, effects on metabolism. Effects on the Okay, effects on metabolism means the thyroid hormone stimulates the metabolic activities and increases the oxygen consumption in most of the tissues of the body like brain, lungs, testes, and retina. Okay, thyroid hormone stimulates all the metabolic activities. Okay, these like carbon dioxide metabolism, lipid metabolism, protein metabolism, etc. Okay, and increases the oxygen consumption. It increases the oxygen consumption in most of the tissues of the body like brain, lungs, testes, and retina. Okay. Now let's coming to the point general metabolism. How the metabolism takes place in our body. Okay. Thyroxine increases the general metabolism. The thyroxine increases the general metabolism. Due to this increase in basal metabolic rate. Due to this, the thyroxine and general metabolism increase అవ్వటం వలన బేసల్ మెటబాలిక్ రేట్ అనేది కూడా ఇంక్రీజ్ అయిపోతుంది అనమాట. ఫైనల్లీ దెర్ ఇస్ అన్ ఇంక్రీజ్ ఇన్ ద బాడీ టెంపరేచర్, దాన్నే calorigenesis అని అంటాం. The overproduction of heat, that is calorigenesis, under influence of thyroxine does not occur in all organs. ఈ టెంపరేచర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది కదా మన బాడీ టెంపరేచర్, విచ్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ calorigenesis. దానివల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే ఎక్కువ హీట్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవటం వలన థైరాక్సిన్ అనేది అన్ని ఆర్గాన్స్ లో ఉండదన్నమాట. లైక్ హార్ట్ లో, లివర్ లో, స్కెలిటల్ మజిల్స్ లో, కిడ్నీస్ లో అనమాట. బికాస్ ఇట్ షో గ్రేట్ క్యాలరీజెన్సిస్. ఓకే, అండర్ ద ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ ఆఫ్ థైరాక్సిన్ బట్ బ్రెయిన్ అండ్ గొనాడ్స్ ఆర్ నాట్ ఎఫెక్టెడ్. ఈ థైరాక్సిన్ వల్ల బ్రెయిన్ గొనాడ్స్ అనేవి ఎఫెక్ట్ అవ్వవు అనమాట. ద కాజెస్ ఆఫ్ క్యాలరీజెన్సిస్ అంటే బాడీ టెంపరేచర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవటం వల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే థైరాక్సిన్ అనేది స్టిల్ మిస్టరీగానే ఉండిపోతుంది. It was generally believed to be due to uncoupling of oxidative phosphorylation. It was generally believed to be due to uncoupling of oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, in recent years, another theory was proposed with strong experimental data given below. The thyroid hormones causes increase of sodium, potassium, ATPase activity, as earlier we discussed. The function of sodium potassium activity is to enhance pumping out of the sodium it enhances the pumping out of the sodium from interior of the cells, okay, from the interior of the cells, and draw in of potassium to interior of the cell. Okay, this pumping out of sodium and in of potassium require hydrolysis of ATP molecule for energy. Okay, these ATP molecules are generated by oxidative phosphorylation, which are coupled with electron transport chain, which consumes oxygen as cells consume more oxygen to produce ATP. Okay, this oxidative phosphorylation is coupled with electron transport chain. For what purpose means for the hydrolysis of ATP molecule for energy. Okay, as cells consume more oxygen to produce ATP, more heat is given and body temperature rises. More energy oxygen cells ఎక్కువ ఆక్సిజన్ కన్జ్యూమ్ చేస్తాయి. For what purpose means to produce ATP, more heat is given. ATP produced after more heat is given and body temperature also rises. This phenomenon is called as calorogenic effect of thyroid hormone. Okay, now let us discuss about effect on carbohydrate metabolism. Okay, net effect on carbohydrate metabolism is increased blood sugar levels and increased glucose utilization. Okay, this carbohydrate metabolism affects mainly to increase blood sugar levels and it also increase glucose utilization. Okay, thyroxine stimulates gluconeogenesis and glucogenolysis. Okay, this thyroxine stimulates gluconeogenesis and glucogenolysis. This leads to increase in blood sugar levels. This leads to increase in the blood sugar level. Thyroxine also increases peripheral utilization of glucose, which should lower the blood glucose level. This thyroxine also increases the peripheral utilization of glucose. Okay, which should lower the blood glucose level. Thyroid hormones do not have a direct effect on carbohydrate metabolism. Thyroid hormones do not have a direct effect on carbohydrate metabolism due to the fact that thyroid hormone causes enhancement of actions of such hormones like adrenaline, which powerfully increases insulin. Okay, this thyroid hormone do not have a direct effect on carbohydrate metabolism. Why? Because means due to the fact that thyroid hormone cause enhancement of actions such as hormones like adrenaline, which powerfully increases insulin, and okay, increases peripheral utilization of glucose. Thyroid hormone stimulates glycolysis as well as this thyroid hormone stimulates glycolysis as well as okay. Okay, this thyroid hormone stimulates glycolysis as well as oxidation metabolism of glucose via tricarboxylic acid cycle and increasing the HMP shunt pathway. Okay, this thyroid hormone stimulates glycolysis as well as oxidation metabolism of glucose via tricarboxylic acid cycle and increasing the HMP shunt pathway. Okay, the calorigenesis due to the thyroid hormone is a big factor for increased peripheral utilization of glucose. This calorigenesis is due to the thyroid hormone. It is a big factor for what purpose means for increased peripheral utilization of glucose. Okay. Next, coming to the point, effect on protein metabolism. Thyroid hormones act like steroid hormones in promoting protein synthesis by acting at the transcriptional level. Thyroid hormone acts like steroid hormones. In protein metabolism, thyroid hormones acts like steroid hormones in promoting protein synthesis by action of by at what level means transcription level. The thyroid hormone may directly increase the synthesis of growth hormone that enhances the synthesis of proteins. Okay, this thyroid hormone may directly increase the synthesis of growth hormone that enhances the synthesis of proteins. Okay, finally, thyroid hormones give positive nitrogen balance. Okay, this thyroid hormone gives positive nitrogen balance, and high concentration of triiodothyroid thyroid inhibits the protein synthesis. Okay, this high concentration of triiodothyronine inhibits the photosynthesis. Now let's discuss about effect on lipid metabolism. Lipid Lipid turnover and utilization are stimulated by thyroid hormones. The lipid turnover and utilization are stimulated by thyroid hormones. Thyroxine can enhance the um, lipolytic action of adrenaline so that plasma-free fatty acids concentration rises. Thyroxine can enhance the lipolytic action of adrenaline hormone so that plasma free fatty acids concentration increases. Okay, thyroxine enhances the enzyme activity of both synthesis and catabolism of cholesterol. Thyroxine enhances the enzyme activity of both synthesis and catabolism of cholesterol. Now let us discuss about effect on mineral metabolism. How the Okay, thyroxine causes loss of calcium through urine. This due to because of thyroxine, it causes loss of calcium through urine. Okay, thyroxine causes increased activity of sodium potassium pump system. Okay, this thyroxine causes increased activity. Okay, which increases the activity of sodium potassium pump system. Okay, these all affects majorly in mineral metabolism. Okay, now let us discuss about the effects on individual system. Effects on individual system. Main first one is effect on cardiovascular system. This is the main effect on cardiovascular system, cardiac system. It is used to increase the beta-adrenergic receptor population for adrenaline. It is used to increase in beta-adrenergic receptor population for adrenaline. Thyroxine causes increased calcium ATPase activity of myosin of myocardium. This thyroxine causes increased calcium ATPase activity of myosin of myocardium. Okay, next discuss about effects that majorly takes place on central nervous system. Okay, in the neonatal stage, that means newborn baby stage, up to the age of approximately 1 year, normal amount of thyroxine is required. Up to the age of 1 year, normal amount of thyroxine is required for development of nerve fibers and their myelination. Okay, in the newborn people, newborn up to approximately 1 year, normal amount of thyroxine is required for what purpose? Means for the development of nerve fibers and their myelination. Okay, in if sufficient thyroxine is not available at this stage, the brain becomes small. Okay, this is the major cause of underdevelopment of brain in early ages. Okay, now effect on let us discuss about effect on skeletal system. Okay, thyroxine is required for the growth of mm, mutation of epiphyseal cartilage. This thyroxine is required for the growth of mutation of epiphyseal cartilage, so that in the absence of this hormone, linear skeletal growth does not occur. Okay, thyroxine is required for what purpose? Means effect of mutation, growth of mutation of epiphyseal cartilage. Okay, mutation that takes place in epiphyseal cartilage. So that in the absence of this hormone, ఈ హార్మోన్ ఉండకపోవటం వలన లీనియర్ స్కెల్టల్ గ్రోత్ అనేది ఇందులో జరగదన్నమాట. Now let us discuss about effect on reproductive system. Okay, lack of thyroxine in adult women of reproducing age usually cause menorrhagia. That means excessive menstrual bleeding takes place. Lack of thyroxine in adult women of reproducing age usually cause menorrhagia. Okay, that means excessive menstrual bleeding. Okay, these are the overall overview of effects on growth and development and metabolism and in individual systems. Okay, now let us discuss about abnormalities of thyroid hormones. Okay, now let us discuss about the abnormalities of thyroid hormone. Among the endocrine glands, Among the endocrine glands, thyroid is most susceptible for hypo and hyperfunction. Endocrine glands అన్నిటిలోనూ థైరాయిడ్ అనేది మోస్ట్ సస్పెక్టబుల్ ఫర్ both hypo and hyperfunction. Three abnormalities associated with thyroid function. Okay, hyperthyroidism. Okay, now let us discuss about hyperthyroidism. The hormones from the thyroid gland is produced in high levels. Hormones from the thyroid glands is produced in high levels. It is known as thyrotoxicosis. Hormone that from the thyroid gland is produced from high levels means it is known as thyrotoxicosis. Okay. Uh, Effects of thyroid. Let us discuss about effects of thyrotoxicosis. Increased levels of thyroid hormones may affect mainly basal metabolic rate. Okay. A temporary rise of BMR may be tolerated, but sustained increase can leads to some effects on individual. Okay, those are cardiac arrhythmias because heart becomes overstressed. Okay, in this place, heart becomes very stressed as it tries to supply and extra oxygen and nutrition to the hyperactive blood cells. Okay, increased gluconeogenesis from body proteins to provide energy, causing loss of body weight, muscle wasting, and weakness. Okay, గ్లూకోనియోజెన్సిస్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవ్వటం వలన ఎక్కడి నుంచి అంటే బాడీ ప్రోటీన్స్ నుంచి గ్లూకోనియోజెన్సిస్ అనేది ఇంక్రీజ్ అవ్వటం వలన ఇదేం ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తుందంటే ది- ఆ, ఈ వచ్చిన ఎనర్జీ వల్ల వీళ్ళ బాడీ వెయిట్ అనేది లాస్ అవుతుంది, మజిల్ వేస్ట్ అవుతుంది, వీక్నెస్ అనేది వస్తుంది అనమాట. ఎక్సెస్ హీట్ ప్రొడక్షన్ యాజ్ ఎ హై ప్రొడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద రేజ్డ్ పిఎంఆర్. ఓకే, యాజ్ ఎర్లియర్ వి డిస్కస్డ్ క్యాలరోజెన్సిస్. ఓకే, ఏమవుతుంది, ఎక్సెస్ హీట్ ప్రొడక్షన్ జరగటం వలన బిఎంఆర్ అనేది రైజ్ అయిపోతుంది అనమాట. ఫిజికల్ రెస్ట్లెస్నెస్ అండ్ మెంటల్ ఎక్సైటబిలిటీ డ్యూ టు న్యూరాన్ హైపర్ యాక్టివిటీ. ఫిజికల్ రెస్ట్లెస్నెస్ వల్ల, మెంటల్ ఎక్సైటబిలిటీ వల్ల న్యూరాన్ హైపర్ యాక్టివిటీ అనేది జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. నౌ లెట్ us డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ గ్రేవ్స్ డిసీజ్. గ్రేవ్స్ డిసీజ్ అనేది ఆటో ఇమ్యూన్ డిజార్డర్ అనమాట, వేర్ ఇండివిజువల్ ప్రొడ్యూసెస్ ఆటో యాంటీబాడీస్. ఓకే, ఫర్ to where means to receptor for thyroid stimulating hormone. This can lead to active thyroid gland and secrete high levels of thyroid hormones. ఇది ఏం చేస్తుందంటే యాక్టివ్ థైరాయిడ్ గ్లాండ్ కి లీడ్ చేస్తుంది. అండ్ ఫర్ వాట్ పర్పస్ మీన్స్ టు secrete high levels of thyroid hormones. The production of thyroid hormones is carefully regulated by thyroid stimulating hormone, which is produced by pituitary gland. Okay, the production of thyroid hormones is carefully regulated. Regulation is takes place by thyroid stimulating hormone, which is produced by pituitary gland. Okay, this thyroid stimulating hormone binds on thyroid gland. This thyroid stimulating hormone receptor is used to stimulate the thyroid gland for secretion of triiodothyronine and tetraiodothyronine. These are in turn feedbackly regulate thyroid stimulating hormone secretion. Okay, but in case autoimmune antibodies or thyroid stimulating immunoglobulin, gamma immunoglobulin, are long acting thyroid stimulators. Okay, these binds to thyroid stimulating hormone receptors, and finally it stimulates the secretion of triiodothyronine and tetraiodothyronine continuously. Okay, it takes place continuously. Okay, therefore high levels of triiodothyronine and tetraiodothyronine, that means hyperthyroidism, can lead to increased BMR. Okay, this can lead to increased BMR.